Hello, dear folks. Welcome to the show. Jack Chow is my name. East West is the show. We are under the G&E umbrella. With the love to the community, we try to bring all the information necessary, which might be referential to your day-to-day life. In doing so, we shall also pay our attention to what happened in history. Because if I may use a quote from my dear friend Mark Liu, he says the purpose of learning from history is to learn how to handle future. So it's the guidance to the future. So that's a famous quote. I would like to use it without permission for as much as I can. Today I have the honor to once again have my big friend. I call him big friend. Not only he stands 7 foot tall, he's really big, with a big heart. Mr. Chris Nibby, director of Hollywood Monarchs Pictures Corporation of Hollywood, to come here to share with our audiences his masterpieces, his trilogy, his Japan War trilogy, in commemoration also for the 70th anniversary. That is not very important as commemoration. Okay, the ceremony is past. However, the constant call remains. For the constant call, I would say. And together, I would like to stretch it from another perspective to see what's happening now with the ISIS, with the terrorists, with the anti-terrorism war, and so on and so forth. Where are we? Where are we standing in history? So, together it's going to be a very, very painful talk. Be prepared for that. And plus, I have something very graphic for you for the purpose of education. Now, once again, welcome seriously and warmly to my good friend, Chris Nibby, my big brother. Welcome to the show.
谢谢你.
All right, very good. So, I said about 1.5 minutes. You said 3 seconds, 谢谢你. That's it. Right? All right, good. I saw this, and I did it twice. Twice, only this morning. All right. And the reason I did twice is that I couldn't finish my first time. I was almost crying loud when I was doing this. I cry for 2 reasons. Number one, to the atrocity. Number 2, I'm kind of like bothered very much about when justice can be served. Desperate, in a very desperate way. So for the purpose of finishing the job, I did it this morning with the remainder, so I watched the whole thing. My dear audience, I would like to recommend to you one of his mysterious China series, one of the 17, and also one of the Japanese invasion war, the trilogy, Mysterious China trilogy, and the War trilogy, and it's entitled War Crimes Under the Rising Sun. Right. So I thank you very much for not only having done a great work, great job like this, but also your thought for being a wonderful human being. So I made a note. Normally, without a note like this, I remember the whole thing. But for this, I enhance my memory, enhance myself by making some notes. So what exactly you want to say in this film, please, as your motivation?
I want to show that China suffered a great deal in the last 200 years under colonialism and last but not least under the imperial Japan's aggression. And because in the West the people have forgotten that, because right after 1945, after the surrender of Japan, the Cold War started, and rather innocently, because most emphasis was on Russia with the Cold War and the Soviet Union, China was included in that, and after having bombed Japan with the atomic bomb, America created a proxy with Japan in order to contain China.
Okay. And, well, I may not 100 agree with you with this statement, though. I do agree with you on this whole thing. And to be honest, I saw all the three of his trilogy, Unit 731, Burma Road / Flying Tiger being the second, and this one, War Crimes Under the Rising Sun. The three being the trilogy of the Japanese invasion war to China. I like this one best. I like this one the very best. The reason being that some of the scenes, some of the episodes are all mentioned in Unit 731 and in Burma Road / Flying Tiger. But this one only covers the Japanese invasion war to China, the whole thing from A to Z. Even prior to 1931, September 18th, the event, going away for hundreds of years into even the Tang Dynasty. And then after the war, after the surrender from 1945 till even nowadays, especially the ending with the Shinzo Abe flying his aircraft. On the aircraft, my dear audiences, you see exactly 100% clear 731 is the flight number. Is that coincidence? I don't know. But, to me, it says something. So I thank you very much. And as a friend, I did not only cherish the friendship, I also respect you and your work. Thank you for your brain.
Thank you.
Okay. My dear audiences, I got to say more on behalf of my good friend Nibi. He seems to be less talkative today, all right? So, and for the purpose of educating our young people, especially young people who are born, lucky enough, who were born here on the western side of the world, right? Who enjoy the whole full extent of life, never seen crime, never seen war crime, never seen atrocity, never even heard about atrocities. We got to teach them. We got to let them know, right? So once again, for education purpose, can you start from the beginning about what you said in this masterpiece here, please?
What I said was that basically we should remember, and it shouldn't happen again. But it is happening again, and it's constantly happening because, unfortunately, human beings are very a few inches removed from being animals.
Short memory.
Yeah, we are all barbarians, actually, and doesn't take much to make us barbarians. Proof is the religious wars. In Germany, we fought 30 years. In the Middle Ages, who was the better religion, Protestant or Catholic? 30 years they fought. The result is that 50% in Germany are Protestant, mostly in the north, and 50% are Catholic, mostly in the south. With America had problems with the Catholic Church, and everywhere we look, there are all kinds of wars, and most of them are connected, trying to force somebody else to accept the ideology of one party versus another. Sometimes it's greed, which is greed and religious fervor are probably the worst things in us. Greed has caused the imperial colonialism, which China suffered a lot of, and religious wars are prevalent even until today, whereby it is important to notice that in China there are two philosophers who never claimed that they were God, Lao Tzu and Confucius are philosophers. There is also Buddhism, which is something which came from India to China, which is not really indigenous Chinese, is also peaceful and in China. It's not peaceful in Myanmar right now, where the Buddhists are hunting down the Muslims. So again, a religion is hunting down another religion. And I think that the ISIS, eventually they will be defeated as a military force or an occupying force.
I'm listening to you. I'm listening very carefully, very tentatively. I mean, attentively. Probably there's something I need to ask after this short break, because it looks to me this is an invasion war, and you were talking about your religious war, and then with the crisis of today, what are we talking about, right? So we'll be right back, my dear audience, please.